Pavanaja sthuthi patra Pavanaja ritra Ravi Soma Varanetra Ramaniya Gatra Pavanaja sthuthi patra Pavanaja ritra Ravi Soma Varanetra Ramaniya Gatra Sita Kalyana Vaibhogame Rama Kalyana Vaibhogame Bhakta Jana Paripala Bharita Sharajala Bhukti Mukti Darila Bhudeva Pala Sita Kalyana Vaibhogame Rama Kalyana Vaibhogame Paramesha Nuta Gita Bhavajaladi Pota Dharani Kula Sanjata Tyagaraja Nuta Paramesha Nuta Gita Bhavajaladi Pota Dharani Kula Sanjata Tyagaraja Nuta Sita Kalyana Vaibhogame Rama Kalyana Vaibhogame Vaibhogame Vaibhogame.
Before we conclude the event with word of thanks, I have the pleasure of requesting our special guest for the evening, Dr. Shyamala Balasubramanian, to speak a few words on Carnatic music and this momentous concert for Sahana. Dr. Shyamala Balasubramanian has over 60 years of involvement in the Carnatic music. She started learning from her mother, Srimati Kamala Sitaraman, and later from other masters such as Srimati Muttu Meenakshi and Srimati Lalita Shivakumar. Dr. Shyamala has performed all over India and the world, including at the Music Academy Chennai and at the birthplace of one of the trinities of Carnatic music, Saint Tyagaraja in Tiruvayyaru. Dr. Shyamala has recently moved to the Portland Corvallis area and teaches the students in the Portland Bhajan Mandali, encouraging young and senior students. She also helps train her sons, not her son itself, Dr. Ravi Balasubramanian's percussion students. Dr. Shyamala has over 40 years experience as an OBGYN in India and has worked in the Indian Council of Medical Research as a senior research officer. Incidentally, it happens to be her birthday today.
Namaskaram. Good evening, everybody. Wow, that was one great evening, and I'm really happy that I was here to attend this on my very special day, my birthday.
Thank you.
And it is indeed a great pleasure for me to be here, and I've enjoyed an evening of wonderful music. Kudos to the Guru and to the artists of this evening. The last 2 hours was full of a variety of ragas and various forms of our music, including composed elements like the kritis and also the manodharmic aspects of our Carnatic music, which is very special to our music. Ragas, the alapanas, the swaras. I'm sorry you missed the nervals. And the thanam, that was really good. Sahana held the stage with poise and our attention for over 2 hours, which is really creditable for quite a young girl like you. The co-artist ably assisted her throughout her concert without any interference with your music. It is not surprising at all, as the violinist Srimati Lakshmi Nagasubramanian is none other than the grandmother of Sahana and an experienced artist. Sahana is really a lucky and blessed one for that. Shubha Chandramouli on the Mridangam, whom I've heard on various occasions, kept the tempo of the performance of Sahana throughout. Congratulations and blessings to Sahana and the team. Needless to say, the full credit of this program goes to the guru of Sahana, Srimati Sreevidhya Chandramouli, and the wonderful environment she provides for her students. I could see it on the stage. You know how you led her onto the best of her capacity, and it was really wonderful to see that. I wish I was your student too. It really takes a huge effort to bring a student to this level, to establish a repertoire and build a confidence in the student to perform in the presence of a big audience. Mrs. Sreevidhya is a teacher who is very particular about maintaining tradition for posterity. That is the Karikudi Parampara or Bani in music. Sahana is obviously treading in the right path with her teacher, who is well known for her chaste music, she herself belonging to a great generation of Vainikas. I should mention here with great pride that I have had the pleasure of listening to Srividhya's grandfather, Sri Karikudi Sambasivayar, when I was a very young girl, along with his students, Srimati Rajeshwari Padmanabhan and Ranganayaki Rajgopalan. I vividly remember them playing on the veena, the very beautiful piece Shankari Nive in Begada and in Shalaka Bhairavi Padavini. I can never forget those pieces. Of course, the next credit for today's program goes to Sahana's parents, Saundarya and Jayaraman. Jayaraman or Jayaraman? Sorry, that is her father's name. Sorry. Sridhar. For nurturing her taste for our music and the efforts they have put in bringing Sahana to this level. Congratulations to you too. I just would like to summarize by giving some gentle thoughts to Sahana and other students of music about pursuing music with passion in the long run. Carnatic music is a vast ocean to be explored over an entire lifetime, and it is important to always stay humble and keep exploring the beauty of it creatively. Pursuing music will also assist one in other endeavors such as academics. It instills hard work, perseverance and respect for the teacher, the knowledge and interpersonal skills and creativity. I wish Sahana a lifelong and successful journey in music. I also thank the parents, Sahana and Sridhar, once again for inviting me for this wonderful evening. I would like also to mention that Saundarya and I have a few common links in India, which I came to know about only a few days back. Thank you very much for inviting me today. I'm sure everybody enjoyed this evening.
Thank you, Shamla Mami. Thank you for sharing that words of appreciation. Now let's hear Sahana share her thoughts on her learning and performance experience.
Before I begin, I have a few thank yous to get out of the way. I would like to start by thanking my audience, as a community, as a body, because without my community, there is no way I would have gotten so far. I would have come so far as to sit on this stage. So thank you all for sharing in this experience with me today. To my friends in the audience, to those of you who know me personally or have put up with my incessant chatter about this concert, thank you for putting up with my incessant chatter about this concert. Thank you for putting up with my frustrations and my exhilarations about an art form many of you didn't know anything about until today. Thank you. To all the volunteers and their wonderful families who helped put together this stage and get the entire place ready, this concert would literally not have been the same without you guys. I would be sitting probably 3 feet lower and everyone would be unhappy. Thank you so much for all of your help today. This would not have been possible without you. To those who wished me well but couldn't be here, thank you so much for your wishes. Thank you for your help. I thought I was going to have to include my Subhachiti in this short speech, but surprise, she showed up at 12:30 last night. So to those who couldn't be here, thank you for your support. To the Chandramouli family as a whole, with Mauli Mama, with the auntie, and Kapila and Shushruta, thank you so much for everything you've given me over the years. I don't have enough words or enough time to be able to say everything I possibly could. Thank you for always teasing me and always being sarcastic and always, always having my back. Thank you so much. To my grandma, a message short and sweet. Pati, you came all the way from India not only to see me, but to accompany me. And there are no words for me to say that could describe how much more special that has made this experience. I hope you are as proud of me as I am to be your granddaughter. I love you so very much. To my parents, I love you both so, so much. Thank you so much for making this possible. My goodness, I had no idea the amount of effort sitting on this stage took until I saw you two buzzing around for weeks, for months, to get this ready. Thank you so much for everything, and thank you for never forcing me into anything. Thank you for allowing me to grow at my own pace. Thank you. Finally, to my guru. This is the only one I'm going to properly read, so hang on. Vidyanti, where do I start? Some would tell me to begin at the obvious point, the beginning. But to begin there would mean rewinding 12 and a half years, all the way back to the day I walked into your house, saw Ankita learning from you, and decided I wanted to join her. Perhaps the real beginning wasn't there. Perhaps it was when I was 7 years old and finally understood that no, not every student has weekend family dinners with their teacher, and that yes, I am in fact your niece. Maybe the beginning was middle school drives to and from school. Wherever the beginning was, it has become too muddled by time and memory to recount it. So instead, I will begin at a place much more memorable and recent. Our shearing of air yesterday night. You told me then that you never knew the weight, the value of what your mother had given you before she had gone. That there was no way you could have understood then because you had to mature into the realization. After that practice, and our earth-shatteringly cool fist bump at the end of it, I begin to think about what you have imparted to me. I will not know the true value of my musical education for many, many years to come, but I want to thank you now for the parts of it I do recognize. Thank you for teaching me how to write a story with music, for giving every raga a multifaceted personality and every gamakam a physical movement. Thank you for introducing me to caffeine, for letting me trundle along at my own pace, always. Thank you for teaching me how to appreciate silence and the subtlety of sound, for showing me how imagining pictures influences music. Thank you for showing me how to carry myself and how to play up my strengths. Thank you for never treating me as a child or sheltering me. Thank you for teaching me how to sing by teaching me how to live. Thank you for teaching me as your mother did you. You told me how proud she would have been to see this day, and while I can only hope you are proud of me, I want to tell you how proud I am of you, or rather, how proud I am to be of you and yours. I am so beyond proud to call you my teacher, my aunt, my guru, and my other mom. Thank you so much for every minute you've spent with me. Thank you for being my teacher, and thank you for being my family.
Thanks once again, Sreevidhya and Sahana, for sharing your inner joy of Carnatic music through those heartful renditions today. Sahana, we, your parents, again, grandparents, your tata is somewhere, are proud of you yet again, as you have chosen to exhibit your commitment while cultivating interest and your talent in pursuing this rich and immortal art form and reaching this milestone of your debut with your teacher's guidance today. Like Shamala Mami said, of course, this would not have been possible without a teacher, the Guru. As asserted in this age-old, commonly taught Sanskrit verse, Guru Brahma, which means Guru, who is the absolute, is the creator, the preserver, and the destroyer of evil. I bow before you. Today, it's our privilege and pleasure to show our deepest respect and gratitude to Sahana's Guru, Srimati Sreevidhya Chandramouli, and her consort, Sri Chandramouli Narayanan. With dedication to training and developing talent in youngsters and all in our community, Sreevidhya and Chandramouli began teaching the art in its true form from basics and developing it step by step. Sreevidhya paid attention to tonal perfection, voice culture, and its modulation. Also, since the compositions are in various Indian languages like Sanskrit, Telugu, Kannada, Tamil, Marathi, she made sure her students learned the right pronunciation and enunciation in singing these compositions. The duo has spent hours with Sahana over the years, perfecting her talent and building up her tenacity to perform. Through their non-profit organization Dhwani, and through their connections around the Northwest, they provided numerous opportunities to display Sahana's learning, to build her confidence, receive constructive feedback and encouragement from the communities around. These opportunities were the initial set of on-stage milestones for Sahana. During the course of training, Srividhya has shared not only her God-given gift, but also the advice, guidance, and her perspective on aspects of life. She fueled and continues to quench our aspirations in the music realm. We take this opportunity to show our gratitude and felicitate Srividhya and Chandramouli. With a small offering from our side, we are indeed blessed to have these musical stalwarts around us in this community who have chosen to live by sharing the joy of this ever-enduring art form. Thank you, Srividhya Akka and Chandramouli Mama. I now humbly request Srividhya to say a few words.
Namaste. All that needs to be said is so beautifully said by Shamala Mami and Sridhar and Sahana quite eloquently. I'm blessed for a community that shares my interests and my penchant to pass it on to a generation that deserves the best to carry from our heritage. Music is the only form of art that reaches beyond our daily mundane activities, giving us the soulfulness and the time that it carries with itself into the next generation. About Sahana, she has been a wonderful niece and a beautiful student who comes regularly and quite steadfast in her pursuit, quite vocal. And we have gone through a lot of growing pains. She has taught me what it is to have a daughter. I have two beautiful sons whom I felt was a breeze to raise. But I learned a lot more from my niece, carrying her to middle school and advising her whether she wanted to listen or not. I would just go on until she gets down. So I took the liberty to communicate all that we have been cherishing and we have been dreaming of her and where she would be. I wish her all the best and wonderful things to come. And I'm sure she will pursue further with deep interest, learning the languages that she's singing in and knowing the meaning, which she already started quite a couple of years ago. She would come back with full of life into the class and ask questions and how to go about it, what to do with the melody, and what to do with the talam. Why doesn't it work this way? And then I'll have to get her back to basics again. And Mauli, my husband, would take immense pleasure in grounding her in basics again. And we would fly sometimes, we would ground ourselves, we will try to fly again. This has been a wonderful time teaching her. And so with many others in the community, I thank you all for making it possible for Sahana and hope all your children will come around to see what a great heritage that we have and share it with the rest of the community. I greatly appreciate Sahana bringing her friends today, and it's wonderful to have you all. Although we have been going on and on, we hope to see you around and have a great time with the Indian culture. Thank you so much to Shamla Mami, Lakshmi Mani, as I would call her, and Shubha Chandramouli for making it a wonderful day for Sahana. And we hope to see you all with your kids often for more programs like this. Thank you.
Thanks, Vidyaka, for those kind words. Of course, this event would not have been possible without the help of the able accompaniment. It's my pleasure to thank today's Mridangist, Shubha Chandramouli. In spite of her busy schedule, we are thrilled that she agreed to accompany Sahana today, taking weekend off and flying in from San Francisco to help this youngster reach yet another milestone in her Carnatic classical music voyage. Apart from rendering percussion support, filling the time between the beats with a variety of sounds from a well-tuned double-headed drum, Mridangam, and decorating the musical expose today. Her Taniyavartanam, the solo, was apt and blissful to our ears and was well played in sync with rhythms in our life. We wish her all the best and hope to see her often in Portland for many more such milestone events as well as accompanying established artists. So you think I missed someone? Yeah, I did. Now to recognize the violinist. Amma, if you thought we will leave you because you are part of the family, then think again. Amma, that is mother, as I call her endearingly, is the mother of my better half. Sorry, strike that out. My best half, Saundarya. Amma and Appa, that is father, he's somewhere around. My father-in-law, needless to say, have been strong foundation on top of which we have built our family. There are no greater words in any language and no greater deeds that we as their son-in-law, daughter and granddaughter can do to show our gratitude for the path they have shown for leading our lives. By accompanying Sreevidhya and her disciple, Sahana, today on violin, she has yet again contributed to the accomplishing this momentous event in our lives. She encouraged Sahana every step of the way, listened, provided feedback, encouraged her all through. In the last 2 months she has been here, she kept on motivating Sahana by role modeling, practicing every day. That does not come easy. Now there are two quiet youngsters who have been staying behind and who have been contributing in a big way to this illustrious art form. These two today have been providing the fundamental scale with Tampura or Tampura as it is called in Hindustani genre. Both Shambhava and Dilisha are disciples of Srividhya. They kept the drone going constantly and consistently and showed their tenacity and perseverance at this young age as an evidence of their commitment to this art form. Kudos to you. And wherever Priya is. I'm sure there is more to come from these youngsters. We wish them all the best with this token of our appreciation.
We'd also like to take this opportunity to thank the support we got from our family and friends to make this event possible. Here in no particular order are Shubha, Nagasubramanian, my sister, Sahana's aunt, who has helped with the program flyer from miles away, traveled all the way from the East Coast for this event. Thank you, Shubha. Sandhya Subramanian, Jaggu, and Maya, Sahana's dearest friend, have been an integral part of this event. You know, all the beautiful decorations you see outside was possible because of Sandhya's efforts and Maya's contribution and Jaggu's help. So thank you. Renu and Barney Trivengadam. Barney has been an integral part, helping me with a number of things, including the audio and video, which was a big part of what needed to be arranged. Radhika and Ashok, my cousins who are here in the audience, have helped support the event. Bindu and Suresh Srinivas, again, for helping with the organization as well as the audio-video portion of the event. Archana and Srikanth Dakshinamurthy helped with the stage setup and with just, helping us set up the sound, which would not have been possible without them.
I should say they put off their vacation plans that they had. They would have started today or yesterday. They put it off by 2 weeks just to attend this event. Thank you.
And also wanted to thank Anu and Ram, who are also family. They're visiting from Seattle. They've been helping us today, getting ready for the event and organizing the reception outside. So to all, thank you for your effort and time. And my dad for providing the moral support and helping me make these speeches, and being there always for me. So as a community, thank you again. Also wanted to thank Elaine and the Christ United Methodist Church for providing us this venue and the support for the sound infrastructure. Thanks to Shiva from Shiny and his wife from Shiny Studios for capturing the video. And finally, just as Sahana shared, we would like to thank you, the audience, who accepted the invitation, made time for this event on this sunny day, and have come to listen and encourage the young artists. It is this act of yours that paves the way for this ever-enduring art form to flourish. I conclude with this Tamil Tirukkural, Sevikku unavu iyada podu siridhu vaitrukkum iyyapadum. Now that your ears have been filled with music, please join us for a reception outside for some refreshments. Thanks again.